This is Butthurt Part 4. Someone keeps telling me that humans have free will, and okay, so what? In other words, when the president keeps saying that the mainstream media is fake news, and when everything could be fake news, fake books, lies told directly to your face, what's the point of having free will? Because, you would only use your free will for your personal advantage, for truth, justice, and the American way, or free will, I don't know, for whatever. What's the purpose of having free will when you can't tell truth from falsehood? I mean, what are you going to use? My free will is to do this, that, the next thing to do, I guess. I'm going to use my free will to do what I believe is true. And I believe it to be true because why? Why do you believe anything to be true? It's an exercise in idiocy, saying people have free will when we can't tell the difference between lies and truth. Butthurt Part 4. So the reason I'm butthurt is because these are the two things that people believe. One, that they have free will, and two, that they can use their free will for what? Your free will to use as you please. I don't think you have free will. If you've got lies and fake news and lies and lies and lies, how are you free to use your will? You have to figure out what are lies and what are truths and what are half-truths and half-lies. How are you going to do this? You don't have free will. No one has free will because you cannot really tell truth from falsehood. So no, I don't believe this is a free will universe that people keep saying. You've got free will, it's a free will universe. Who says this? Oh my God, so many people say this. So many people say this as a reason. How can you have free will if you don't have truth? You are constantly manipulated according to someone else's agenda, if they get their agenda in front of you, and you have to make a decision based upon whether they told you the truth or not. You can't have free will because you don't have truth. So we live in a world of not free will. What's the opposite of free will? Whatever the opposite of free will is, that is what we live in. Why am I butthurt because of it? Well, I have to sit with this. In my video that I made a day ago, I said, if you feel feelings that are unpleasant, my recommendation was to feel your feelings and transmute the negativity that you feel around negative feelings, and take as long as you need to just be with whatever you feel. Well, I'm going to take 2 hours to try and figure it out. But in the meantime, what else am I going to tell you about? Okay, I'm going to tell you about another word that we use here on this channel. Maybe not at all so far, but it is one that I use in my private conversations. It's called cuckoo pants. Cuckoo pants is, that means asinine. If you don't know what asinine means, it means idiocy, stupidity, jackassness. It don't make sense. Perhaps you might like to lance a boil. I've got a very sharp little needle here to lance a boil. And if you don't get angry at it, maybe you'll laugh at it. Cuckoo pants. Add it to your repertory. That is cuckoo pants. Am I butthurt about it? Well, I know this is Butthurt Part 4. The problem was that when I made Butthurt Part 5, I'd lost track of how many Butthurt videos I'd made. And I thought it was 5. But when I went and looked, I said, oh, I'm missing Butthurt Part 4, so I've got to make a Butthurt Part 4. I'm not really feeling butthurt. I always have a friend of mine that says, how are you going to survive? I hear this at least once a day. How are you going to survive? And it's like, in brackets, it is given the fact you live in a world full of lies, and, you know, you have the free will to do your best job of choosing based on the fact you know that everyone has got an agenda, and primarily their agenda is to get money, sex, or power over you and everyone else. Some few people seem to have love in their hearts and they want the best possible for themselves and everyone else. And that generally doesn't mean, you know, that they want everyone to live in the White House. They primarily want people just to enjoy each other's company, go to heaven when they kick the bucket or something. I'm sorry, I'm done. What? I'm done. Sometimes this happens. You say 2 sentences at the same time, and I get very surprised when they come out that way. But I guess I'm done. I was going to say I don't feel butthurt over this one because it's just a long-term thing you come to accept. I'm going to have to go and revise my definition of butthurt for this one. Is that it? Is that it? That's it, folks. Butthurt Part 4. I'm sorry I'm not butthurt on this one. I'm going to have to see if there's a Butthurt Part 6.